Olympic gold medalist, survivor, philanthropist, and honestly just a nice guy. Scott Hamilton is here, and he is talking about all of his friends today, including us.
That's right. He's hosting a huge event at Bridgestone Arena in a matter of a few days, part of the Scott Hamilton Cares Foundation. Welcome. We're so excited to have you.
This is so exciting. I've been in this space so many times for so many different reasons. And it's just really cool to just be with you guys. Welcome to Nashville.
Oh, thank you so much.
This is so fun. We're bringing people in from all over the world, and it's all for the best reasons. And as we grow as a city, we just get stronger and better.
Thank you so much. And we're so happy to have you here at Local On, too. I was telling Scott earlier, my mom who passed away of cancer, you were such an inspiration. I know. And so when I saw that you were coming, I just had butterflies in my stomach. So speaking of that, 25 years.
Survivorship.
Yes.
Yeah. It's crazy because when you're first diagnosed, it's like that fear is just like staring you square in the face. And then like this thing awakens in you. But in that period of fear, like I saw myself going through what my mom went through. She had a 2-year battle and she fought it hard. And I thought, well, that's going to be me too. I'm just going to succumb and I'm going to, suffer. And I was like, no. And then this other part of me woke up and said, wait a minute, I'm coachable. I'm going to be the best patient they ever had, and I'm going to survive. And I'm going to be right back on tour next year once I figure out what this is and how we're going to treat it. And so the next day after my initial diagnosis, I went to the Cleveland Clinic. They gave me the real diagnosis, and then it was just, months of chemotherapy, those 8-hour infusion days, and then I did that for a while, and then I had a big 38 staple surgery, and then they said, you are cancer-free, go home. Get back to life. And I was like, wow. But in that, I realized that there was way too many gaping holes in the cancer community, and so we created this, this entity called CARES. It's the Cancer Alliance. Okay, we're all part of that alliance for research, education, survivorship. So first couple things we did was we set up a mentorship program to pair newly diagnosed patients with survivors. And in that, they have a role model, a life coach, and they have someone that they can talk to that speaks their language where no one else can. And then the other part of it was I didn't know what chemotherapy was. I thought they put me in a room with big machines that replace all my bodily fluids, and it was like, no, it's a bag of chemicals. And so people need to understand that better. So we created chemocare.com, which is everything you need to know about chemotherapy. Every drug is listed, described, how they work, what they tend to do, what the side effects are, and every side effect is listed and how you can manage them, and it's all in 8th grade English and Spanish.
I love that. And talk a little bit about why having a support system during that time is so important.
Well, I was flying blind. Like I didn't know, well, how sick am I going to be? And my doctor, who I adore, and who's on the board of CARES, said moderate to severe. And I go, what does that look like? And he goes, moderate to severe. So I realized that only somebody that's been there, done that can say, well, here's how I managed, here's how I did it, here's the tricks of the trade, right? All the little cheat codes. And so we created this mentorship program, and it's just blown up. And same with ChemoCare. And so once we did Fourth Angel Mentoring Program, chemocare.com, it's like, well, now we did that. So now it's let's all research. So, and what's really funny is when you establish yourself as a research foundation, it's kind of like, it's like a black hole, right? It's like, we don't really see where the money's going. But I can say, like, I'm here 25 years later because 2 guys in Indiana, 2 research scientists, figured out how to treat testicular cancer. So I'm 25 years later, I'm here because of research, and all I do is fund research, right? So there's so many cancers out there, and the one that we're really focusing on now is brain cancer that really doesn't have any treatment. Some people can survive if they're lucky, but mainly most people succumb. And so it's those cancers. We got to find cures, find treatments, find better outcomes for those types of cancers. And so that's what we do. Treat the cancer, spare the patient harm. And our stake in the ground is immunotherapy and targeted therapies. Our offices are at the Proton Therapy Center, which is very precise in treating cancer. So, when we look back on medicine over the history, well, that was the best we could do back then. And then, Danny Thomas, put his stake in the ground at St. Jude and said, no, we have to do better. And now those those leukemias, those cancers, those impossible to treat illnesses are very survivable now by these children. And we're the same type of organization. We're not brick and mortar as far as a treatment center, but we really are a great citizen where we collaborate really well with other like-minded organizations. And we just raise money for research. And in that, we really want to change the world for the better and forever.
I was going to say money. It does take money, unfortunately.
And in that, you know, it's like we want to lighten the load, so everything we do and to raise money is relatively inexpensive to be a part of what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because we realize it's all, like Danny Thomas said, I'd rather get $1 from 1 million people than $1 million from one. And I'm not that picky. I'll do both.
Right.
But in the meantime, you know, we have a big event coming up at Bridgestone Arena, and we keep the prices down so that more and more people can come and be a part of what we're doing. And I think everybody wants to cure cancer, just think it's too big. It's too much, it's too hard. And we're saying that the more people that link arms and come together, the easier it'll be.
Build that army.
And I looked at the event. It's $31. Tickets start at $31.50 because I was like, I want to go.
Yeah.
But tell us all about it. What can people expect when they go?
You know, it's so funny because a lot of people go, oh, I love to watch figure skating. I always watch it on TV. I go, have you ever seen it live? And I go, well, no, I just watch it on TV. I go, well, you see it live, it changes everything.
Oh,
We've got a
look
cast,
at it.
and it's funny because it sort of suspends your adulthood. You know, you get to step into this place where you see these skaters doing impossible things. They're doing backflips, they're doing spins, jumps, all these movements, and they're interpreting the music. And when you look at all the Olympians and the world champions coming, and all these people that are coming to be a part of what we're doing on ice, and then you look at the musical side of the show, which is these songs are iconic and you've heard them a million times, but you've never seen them come alive in this way. So it's funny because I'll talk like this. I'll tell you guys, this is what the show is. Right? And then people will go and they'll say, I had no idea. Why didn't you tell me? It's almost like I'm failing because I can't capture the thing that no one can really describe. It's just you have to be there. When years ago when I did this show in Cleveland, it was a one-artist show and Vince Gill did it. You know?
Wow.
And it was 4 songs in. And he said, you know, wow, this is something like never in my career have I been this ignored. I'm not scaring off any musical people, but I'm just saying they have the best seat in the house. They're on a riser this big. They're on the ice, basically.
Oh, cool.
And all of this is happening in front of them, with them, for them, and it just emanates out to the audience. And we turn Bridgestone Arena into a theater. Like we've seen it for hockey, right?
Right.
The boards, they all disappear because we put seats all the way down to the ice. Everything is really intimate. And to see everything, and we're really intentional on sight lines and making sure everybody no bad seats. Everybody can experience this thing equally, no matter where they're seating. And it is. Nashville took this thing to another level, and
per usual,
And it's just really fun to be able to work with my heroes, because I was always my best friend when I was skating was music, and so to relax, I listen to music, get inspired, I listen to music, to kind of wrap my head around what's next, I listen to music. So to be able to have these artists in the show is just such an honor. And they all donate their time. And the songs are spectacular, and we've heard them a million times.
Yeah, I was going to say, Natalie Grant, Colby Calais, Jason Derlatka from Journey. I mean, you've got some big names.
It doesn't get old, though.
Well, what's funny is Jason Derlatka, he was kind of my first in. Yeah, I'll do it. His first ever gig with Journey was on our stage. And he was so nervous, and after the show, like, he came, and it was almost like he didn't know what to do. And I go, come. Let's just hang out. And it was so amazing just to have that music, for our skaters, and to have it again is just remarkable. And then, Jason Sheff from Chicago, 30 years he was with Chicago. And the songs that we've chosen are going to come alive in a brand new way. And it's just...
It's going to be amazing. I
love it.
It's so good. And it's just such a wonderful thing for Nashville to be in this, where they can be a part of changing our world for the better and forever.
Absolutely. And that's what it's about. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
We're
much.
excited for
And
this event.
congratulations on 25 years.
Yes,
25
amen.
years, I'm going this way.
Yes,
That's right.
absolutely.
We're about
And
that.
everybody, I
Thank
know
you.
what way you should go. You should go log online and buy some tickets and find out how you can help with this amazing event and amazing foundation. You can go to scottcares.org/Scott Hamilton and friends for more information.